Hello, everybody. How are you? If you can hear me, please type yes on the chat. Hey, Tim Allen, what is it that you want to know? Where's the Nasdaq? Awesome. So, um, this is my setup on the Nasdaq. Let me have a look at my MT5. It is an MT5. Huh. Right, so I'm looking for longs on the Nasdaq. What I like about this particular setup is, the liquidation, manipulation below the Asian session lows, then the true break of the Asian session highs, and two breaks of the structure. This is very bullish. I'm looking for longs on a pullback. So um, there's an imbalance here, but I have placed my entry um, just below this. Um, Let me show you, just below this low at this level. Stop losses below the lows, and I'm targeting the highs. So let's see how that rocks. My euro yen is in a little bit of a drawdown. I am not going to manage it whatsoever. Hello, Charles. How are you? So, Tim, tried joining the VIP a week ago. Deposited the money in the broker and no response. All right. I am going to send this message to my support team. Is that your real name? Let's have a look. I'm fine, thank you, Charles. So I closed my. All right, Tim Allen. It's. I think I'm going. Let me see if I can send the screenshot of your message right now, just before the open, so you get a response today. Just a second. All right, so I sent a screenshot of your message to my support team. I reckon they will be in touch with you today. Taiwan in the house, Stephen Marijuana. You have absolutely nothing Taiwanese whatsoever in your name. All right, so right now I am just looking for these Nasdaq longs. Um, I was looking at the S&P 500, but the setup on the Nasdaq is much, much, much better. Um, Yesterday we rocked it on the Dow. The last portion of my Dow shorts got stopped out of break even, which is fine. But right now I am really looking for. I'm really looking for this Nasdaq longs. What I like about this is that what I told you, the last sweep of the lows here at the London Open, and then a true break of the structure, a market structure shift, a real market structure shift. So what I'm waiting for is the liquidation of these weak players in the market. I'm just kidding, right? And about my silver shorts, I closed them around this level, right? The reason that I closed it around this level is because, one, the spread in silver is super wide, and it was getting wider because volume was hitting that market, right? And my euro yen was in a drawdown, so I didn't want to have two trades, two possibly in a drawdown. So I decided to close my silver shorts at a very small profit. Well, everybody's a hindsight hero, so in hindsight, I shouldn't have closed it, but I stand by my decision. Nasdaq. This is my first time here. Will you talk about Bitcoin today? Yes. Actually, Ethereum. Yesterday I sent a signal for longs in Ethereum to the swing trading group, right? And I'm gonna show you because this is absolutely nerve-wracking. Let me show you. This was my buy limit, right? This is where my buy limit in Ethereum were. As you can see, sniper entry, spot on entry, but I didn't get filled. I didn't get filled. My order didn't didn't get activated. I didn't get filled, so I'm not long on Ethereum. Hopefully, some of the swing traders are. But yeah, I am going to talk about that Ethereum setup because very possibly um, you know what? Let's wait for the open and let's see how this Nasdaq long setup runs. Um, and if we get filled or not, and then I'm gonna go on Ethereum. Hello, Orlando. Are you the one sending crypto signals? No. Um, the trader that sends crypto signals is Aziz. He's very good. All right, so 3 minutes until the casino opens, and view toolbar, toolbox. Yeah, the reason that I'm changing account is because I'm having issues with my trade copier, um, and I have to manually, manually manage or enter, my orders or manage my trades on all the accounts, which is fine. All right, 3 minutes. Let's open the squawk.
Player refreshed.
So on news side, I think we had core PC price index month over month. To me, today was a non-event day, but let's see what happens at the open. Venga, venga, Bambú. Venga, pues. Ay, my little puppy is sleepy. All right. So someone was mentioning gold. I really, really, really am not looking at this market at all today. Just have a look at today's session. This is the Asian session, the London session, and the New York session. Well, pre-market New York, right? This is absolutely garbage. Vaya pues bájese. All right. Euro yen back, back in profits, and just waiting, just waiting on that Nasdaq. The effect sounds almost shocked me down. That must be the marijuana, Steven. All right, less than 1 minute until the casino opens. Let's wait for that volume. All right, market just opened. US dollar. I'm not seeing, I mean, the USD on the top left of my screen here. This is the DXY, the US dollar currency index, right? So basically, this gives me a gauge on how the US dollar
So at the cash equity open for the final time this week, just looking to the S&P 500 opening down 0.1%, while the Nasdaq 100 dropping
and below is the Japanese yen basket, which is basically the same for the Japanese yen. And I have them because these are the two currencies that I actively trade, right? We're seeing some bullish pressure on the US dollar. And yeah, very mellow open. Let's have a look at the S&P 500, Dow, gold. I don't even want to look at silver. Damn. All right. Someone asked me about a possible um, short in silver. You know, after closing my position at a very very small profit, but definitely not looking, you know, at those market. I'm not looking at possibly gold. You know, someone asked me about gold. Let's have a look at this. So, if we get a big break, and when I say a big break, I'm talking about a volatile break, a break with volume, a true break of the structure, a true break of the London lows. We might have some short opportunities in bamboo. We might have a short opportunity in gold on a pullback, but that remains to be seen. All right, let's focus on this setup, which is the one that I am actively trading. All right. So let's have a look at Ethereum, and I'm going to show you the setup that I didn't get triggered on. So I was looking at this market, right, yesterday during the Asian session open. I actually don't trade the Asian session But when it comes to cryptos, and I rarely trade cryptos, right? And when I do, I just look at Bitcoin and Ethereum. But what I digged about this particular market is this, right? After the liquidation of this low, first of all, we got this massive liquidation, right? So I'm gonna explain to you my entire thought process on this long and why I do like the long side in Ethereum. Just a second. I'm very possibly going to manage my euro yen if it breaks with the highs right here. Um, right now, let's have a look. Right now, this trade is down. Um, should be 0.10%. 0.15%. So if price breaks with, if price prints a new high during a new New York session high, I'm going to close possibly 80% of that trade at a very, very small loss. But, you know, I have it on my other screen, so don't worry about that. I'm going to explain to you my thought process on Ethereum because I think that it's a good level to start looking for shorts, right? For a swing trade, for a long-term position, right? So yesterday, what caught my eye was this candle right here. This is a massive, massive liquidation 15-minute candle. So, what I liked about this, first of all, if you look at this candle, right, um, you know, the first thing that comes into you know weak player's mind is, wow, price went all the way down, liquidated these lows, and closed bullish. So I'm going to look for longs. And of course, along the way, we got a ton of, FOMO players getting long on the move, right? So this is a trap. This is a trap. That's why this is what caught my eye. So I waited for the liquidation of all of these weak players, right? And I needed the liquidation of these lows. When that happened, right, price liquidated those lows, then broke with the immediate highs. I started looking for longs, and here is where I placed my buy limits. I think not. This is where I placed my buy limits, right here. With stop losses below the real structure low, below this low, and my first target, I should go to the 1 hour chart to show you my first target. I think my first target was around this level, second target here, etc. But in my opinion, this was a great opportunity to start looking for longs on a possible bull run, but I didn't get triggered, right? So what I'm going to do, let me just delete the drawings. What I'm going to do, I'm going to wait for a pullback to get involved long again. So the reason that I was looking for this level for longs is because I needed also, after the liquidation of these lows, right, and the creation of a market structure shift, right? This, this, let's call it structure, fine. I needed the liquidation of this lows. It's all up. The market, and this is. I didn't invent this. This is ICT concepts. I based my entry model on his concepts, right? The reason that we are here is to make money, right? And how you make money is finding an edge and trading the same entry model every day, which you have forward tested, right? So you understand the math behind what you're doing. And this made a ton of sense. That's why, a year and a half ago, I started to develop this entry model based on his concepts. Well, having said that, the market does two things. It either draws on liquidity or it fills gaps. That's what it does, right? So my entry model is based on market inefficiencies, right? Um, and market inefficiencies are gaps in the market. And my optimal entry is, at the gap, the inefficiency, the imbalance, however you want to call it, left, the first one left by the surge, in this case buyers, that created this market structure shift or this change in character. I know it's not the same, but well, I'm not going to get into that. But for an optimal entry, to me, there has to be liquidity above my point of interest, and here we had that. We had equal lows, right? So it was a spot on entry, and but sadly I didn't get filled on this one. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna chase the market. I'm not gonna manually enter long here because it doesn't make sense. It absolutely doesn't make sense, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the next opportunity to go long on a pullback. I don't think that I'm going to do that today, um, but most certainly next week. Right, Dow, did we or did we not? Dow, Nasdaq, I'm sorry. Did we or did we not get triggered? Nasdaq, still waiting on this. Still waiting. Still waiting. And you know what? I mean, it really doesn't matter if, you trade Elliott waves, if you trade, breakouts, if you trade, using indicators, it really doesn't matter, right? What matters if what you're doing, if your entry model is mathematically profitable in the long term, right? So, I don't understand why, there's always a very, very aggressive discussion on what kind of trading methodology or entry model is the best. There's none. That is absolutely dumb. There's not one better than the other, right? Um, because if for example, Stephen, you trade Elliott waves, right? I trade ICT concepts. But if I were to trade Elliott waves, right, or if I were to trade your Elliott wave entry model, I'm not going to make money. So of course I'm going to think that your Elliott wave entry model sucks because I can't trade it, but you can. So for you, that would be the best trading methodology or the best entry model. So I don't understand those. Maybe it's just for clicks that these Instagram and TikTok traders have those aggressive discussions on what entry model, what methodology is the best. But it's a waste of time and it's bullshit, right? Um, Ego, you need to leave your ego outside because what matters is your edge. So, any question from Taiwan? Love, thanks. What's the name of? First of all, um, hold on. So what's the name of the airport in Taipei? Because there is a pho. I don't know if it's pho or if it's ramen shop there that it's quite good for layovers. So yeah, the I mean the focus here is you, right? What makes sense to you. For example, what I do might not make sense to some of you, and that's fine. That's completely fine, right? You should look for something that really makes sense to you because if any given trading methodology or any given entry model doesn't make sense to you, you're never going to be able to optimally trade it with discipline. So you're never going to be able to be profitable trading it. This game is about doing the same fucking thing every day, over and over and over, right? It's not about I feel that gold is going to go up, so I'm gonna buy. No, it's a checklist, and you look for the same fucking things every single day, and you wait for price to develop that optimal setup, and you trade it, and you manage it according to your rules. There's no decision that you need to make whilst you are trading because everything is already, all decisions are already made, right? Um, whilst you were mining that data. And that's why mining your trading data while when you're creating or you're optimizing your entry model is so important because by mining that data you realize what works and what doesn't work and what you need to do in this situation or what you need to do when the trade is running this way, etc. So everything is already decided. You just need to act on it. Um, and yeah, if you ever see someone yelling at the screen or cheering because their trade is running in profits, that man or that woman is not a trader. Patiently like a tiger in a bush. I like that. I like that. But yeah, I like that. Maybe. No, a tiger is good. A tiger is good. I don't know. I have something against cats, and tigers are big cats. So I was trying to find another animal that wasn't a feline. All right, this is going to be a teeny. Oh shit. Euro yen just broke with the highs. So I am Euro yen here broke with the highs. I'm gonna close that trade right now at zero point 0.5 R loss. Hold on. Just hold on. So, according to you know what? I'm after rambling about the decisions are already made because you know what to do in any given situation. I'm not going to sit here and think about closing this trade or not. I'm just going to do it, right? It doesn't matter because I am up. I'm going to end up on the green for the week. Now, in this particular case, what I need to do is look at this. exactly there. So a close above this area, the square, is my trigger to close that trade. But I need a close on the 5-minute chart. So that's good. Nasdaq, still waiting for that. So any questions, guys, whilst we wait? Uh-huh. Any questions whilst we wait? I'm gonna stay here, you know, until we get triggered. Either we get triggered, so there's two possibilities here. Of course, there's always two possibilities. Either, I mean three, but it doesn't matter. Either we get triggered, right? Or either price just breaks with the highs. So if price breaks with the highs, I'm going to delete my pending order. If I get triggered, then I am in, you know, I am live in the market. So shall we adjust the stop loss on the euro yen trade? No, no. I mean, it's up to you. Remember that I'm just showing you what I'm doing, right? It's up to you to act on the trade. Um, right? So I'm actively monitoring this. Hold on, 5-minute chart.
So we're 10 minutes away now to the top of the hour data. We have the US pending home sales for.
I am actively monitoring this. If if price closes above this high, I'm going to close the trade for a zero point 0.5 R loss. But it's okay because right now I'm up 3.7 R for the week. So, but I need to manage it, right? Not because I am up 3.7 R for the week. I'm going to, let this trade run towards my stop loss. USD Japanese yen sell long. Sell long. I don't know what that means. But let's have a look. I don't trade the US dollar Japanese yen. I mean, I have a ton of instruments here, but 80% of them I don't trade on this particular entry model. I trade them, and most of this I trade with the F1 strategy. When it comes to this entry model, I mostly trade gold, the euro yen, the pound yen, when I'm trading the Japanese yen. And when I'm trading the US dollar, it's either the euro USD or the pound US dollar or the US dollar Canadian dollar. Let's go back to the Dow. Let's go back to the Dow. Right now, what I'm looking at is Japanese yen. Japanese yen basket. Um, you know, it keeps breaking the structure to the downside. So what I am monitoring is this particular, candle. A close below this lows also triggers, the invalidation of my Japanese yen longs. Because I'm short the euro yen, it's a long play on the Japanese yen, right? Do you think US dollar, Canadian dollar is bullish at the moment? Oh, we got triggered? I did not. I did not. I did not. But I'm going to get triggered. It's looking quite bearish. Oh man. I mean, if we get the reversal here, it's going to fucking suck for me. But not for you, my friend, because you got triggered. So my entries are on this level. I'm still waiting, right? I'm still waiting for this. All right, who else got triggered? Uh-huh. I mean, it's very possibly that the probability now that the pullback is in effect, the probability of price, hitting this area is quite high. Again, it's a numbers game, a probabilities game, so there's no certainties here. But yeah, I mean, if I get triggered, good. If I don't get triggered, good. It's okay. It's okay. The most important thing, the most important thing is your decision-making process. And I know that what I'm going to say it's going to sound very counterintuitive, but you need not to be results-oriented. Because if you are results-oriented, you are going to fuck up every single time. So what I mean by being results oriented is focusing on the outcome of not even a single trade, but a very small sample size of trades. Right? It really doesn't matter. What matters is your decision making process. The outcome should really not matter because what you're doing should be mathematically proven to be profitable in the long term, right? So the outcome of a single trade should not matter, right? Because I mean, if I get triggered and I lose this trade, right? If I get triggered and I get stopped out, right? It doesn't matter. If I get triggered and I make money, it doesn't matter, right? What matters is my decision-making process in the sense that I am being disciplined enough to one, trade my plan and trade my optimal entry model. So if I get stopped out, it's okay, it's fine, it doesn't matter. I don't even sweat it. Why? Because you need to understand that there is going to be a percentage of trades that are going to lose you money. There's going to be a percentage of trades that are going to make you money, right? But that is a given if you are disciplined enough to follow your optimal decision-making process. Because if you don't, what is mathematically proven by all the work that you did on the lab mining that data is not going to be realized because you're not trading that entry model. So that's why this is very mechanical in the sense that you always do the same thing. And you need to always do the same thing because it's what's mathematically proven to be profitable in the long term for you, or for me in this case, right? So if I deviate from what I have worked on, or and what is mathematically proven to be profitable for me, I'm not going to be profitable in the long term. I'm going to start, leaking money, right? And remember that, the smallest leak can sink the biggest fucking ship. So, yeah, sharp up. All right, you're in. Because I think that I'm going to close that trade in a minute. So a 5-minute close above this high triggers my it doesn't trigger my stop loss, but my manual stop loss, let's call it, and it is exactly zero point 0.5 R that I will be giving back to the market. And also, where is it? Euro yen. I need to send the message to the VIP group. Oh, Shishu. All right, closing this. Close position. Boom. It wasn't a zero point 0.5 R. It was a 0.6 R loss. All right, that's fine. All right, I'm still going to wait for that Nasdaq. Any questions, guys? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Select all, copy. All right, any questions? Let's go to the Nasdaq. And I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I am going to wait. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, have a look at the Japanese yen here. Big break of, printing new lows. Printing new lows there. Oh boy, hold on. Mm-hmm. So a couple of things here on that euro yen. Not only the Japanese yen, is printing new structured lows, but if you notice, we've had a very bullish momentum on the US dollar. That is bearish for the euro, which is going to give the euro yen more bearish pressure. So, yeah, I'm fine with having, close that trade at a half loss. Could the US 100 break with the current highs? I guess my question is how high can the indices go before major sell-off? Yeah, I mean, that question, my friend, is something that I can't answer because, I mean, who the fuck knows, right? Let me explain to you this. Um, this is an auction between buyers and sellers, right? A live auction between buyers and sellers. No one fucking knows where price is going to go. If someone tells you, yeah, that well, the Nasdaq is going to break with the highs and print all-time highs next week, I mean, they're lying to you because what they're saying is that they know future auction, and no one knows future auction, right? So I can't. I mean, who the fuck knows? I don't know. I don't know. Uh, the only thing that you can do, I mean, the only thing that you can do, I'm sorry, is respect your entry model and just trade your entry model. Yeah, I understand leaving runners um, for possible breaks, right? It's okay. I do that. But if you know me, I take most, I mean 75, 80% of my position for 1 hour, and I leave the rest run, right? Because I mean, who knows, right? For example, here, here, this is a thick zone, right? This is a thick area. There's going to be a ton of orders here. So, first of all, if price reverses from my entry, because I think I got triggered. Not yet. Now I got triggered. Awesome. So if price reverses from my entry, right, and that is a big if. Not a big if, but if price right reverses from my entry, um, uh, who can tell you that buyers are going to be strong enough to sweep with all the orders that are placed here, right? No one knows. So yeah, I can't answer that. All right. Triggered Nasdaq long. The trigger Nasdaq long. Mhm. All right. This is a nice setup. I'm gonna go to the lower time frames, 3, 5 minute chart, just to spot price action, right? Just to see, um, to better have a. I'm going to delete this just to see how price is reacting to my zone. I got trigger here, so basically this is where I got my entry was. Yeah, very nice, very nice reaction. Very nice reaction. Again, yeah, I mean, this reaction means nothing, right? The structure in this market is still bearish in the immediate term, right? Price keeps printing new lows and lower highs. This is very, very still. So this reaction means nothing, right? I'm sorry. Uh, for it, for it to run, let's have a look at the 1 minute. It's fine. I would need to see a break of this level right here, to possibly start looking for, break even on my stop losses. But for now, it's out of the question to manage my trade, because the possibility of price, right? The possibility of price printing a new low is still there, right? It's, the possibility of price printing a new low is still there, right? My invalidation level is below the structured low, right? But if price prints a new low, right, my trade is going to get on a drawdown, but it's still going to be valid. My entire zone, my entire point of interest is this. So, I'm sorry, if price comes back down, right, and prints a new low within this zone, I'm fine with it. So prematurely moving your stop losses to break even is also a leak in your trading. Um, yeah, nice reaction, very nice. So any questions, guys? I am open. Will Euro US dollar sell? I don't fucking know. I don't know. All right, nice, nice, nice one here. I've been live for 54 minutes. Um, I am going to wait. I told you that I was going to wait until we got triggered, which we did, which I did. Charles got triggered like fucking 30 minutes ago. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna give you, a couple of minutes if you want to ask me anything. Go ahead. Go right ahead. And nothing about the markets because I'm not looking at anything else, right? This is my last trade of the week, my last trade of the day. Um, yeah, these opportunities you cannot pass on, but I'm not looking at anything else. Are you holding the NAS over the weekend? No, I don't do that. I don't do that. So basically, this is the thing. I'm gonna go to the 50-minute chart again, just to show you how I am going to manage it, right? On this scenario that the trade runs in my direction. I think my targets are here. I don't remember. All right, so this is, the structure, the immediate structure in this market is still bearish, right? As I told you earlier. Um, but if and when and if we get that, shift in structure, and the Dow, this is the Nasdaq. I'm sorry, the Nasdaq starts to rally, right? I'll possibly close 85% at this high, so very close to closing 85% at this high, and I'll let the rest of it run for a little bit, but I'll either get stopped out of break even or I'm going to close the rest of my position, uh, you know, before the close. I'm not going to wait for the close to close my position, of course. but I mean, I think you understand what I'm saying. All right. So no more questions? No more questions. No more questions? Well, yeah, this was a very 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 nice um, setup. Super nice setup. All right, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 more minutes for you to ask me anything. Can be traded related. I'm not again. I'm not going to look at my charts. So don't even ask me to look at gold or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. But if you want to know, you know, whatever. Nice ASMR. You're welcome. I'm gonna start charging you for this. All right, kind of a cool close of this 15-minute candle, right? I really dig it. I really dig it. How long time it took you to become profitable trader? So that's a good question, mate. This entry model, the one that we're discussing right now, the one that we're trading, it's fairly new, to me. I didn't trade like this before. You know, I used to trade. I'm gonna show you how I used to trade. I used to trade key levels in the market. For example, this. I used to trade this key levels in the market, and I had what can be described as an entry model, but it wasn't optimal in the sense that it was not mechanical. um, there was a ton of decisions that I made when I entered my trades. And yeah, it was rough. I mean, it worked until it didn't, right? It worked until it didn't. So, I mean, if you have been a VIP for a long time, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, it got to a place that my entry model wasn't working. Man, it wasn't working. Hold on. So yeah, I wasn't going to keep trading the same way that I was trading because I wasn't making money. It wasn't profitable. And it fucked with my psychology too. So, I've always journaled my trades, but at that point is when I really, really started, minding the data, going through the fucking data. What I call um, getting myself in the lab, right? What I call getting myself in the lab. For hours, hours and hours and hours and hours, just looking at what didn't work, why it didn't work, what I was doing wrong, etc. Well, it turns out that what I was doing was exactly what I always look for here, right? So I was talking about key levels in the market, right? For example, this key level. This is um, actually, I'm going to show you on this particular trade on the 3-minute chart. That's fine. So, key levels in the market. Let me just delete everything here. Um, what are key levels in the market? You know, previous highs turned, or what you call support, turn resistance, etc., etc., etc. Right, this. So, key levels in the market, I used to trade this. So, whenever price broke with those key levels, I was looking for longs, right? And yeah, I used to place my stop losses. I never placed my stop losses here, but I always looked for a weak low, such as this one, to place my stop losses. In any case, right, what I look for now is exactly these weak players in the market doing exactly that because they create the liquidity that normally, you know, the market is going to sweep. So I was the liquidity, right? When I got into ICT concepts, right? You know, I studied all of his stuff, um, and yeah. For example, he talks. I mean, he does. It's not that he talks, right? But he trades with order blocks. I don't trade with order blocks, right? I found out that you know, the optimal way for me at least to enter, because I was always looking for this sniper entries, right? Was you know, basing my entry model on market inefficiencies, right? And always looking for these weak players getting trapped and about to get liquidated for me to get triggered in before the actual move, etc. So this, you know, I've been trading this actively for what, um, a year, but before that, you know, it was 9 months in the lab, still trading, right? Still trading, but you know, during that time, I wasn't really. I mean, I was trading, but I wasn't mm, actively trading in the sense that I was putting on trades because I was used to trade every day, and I felt like if I didn't place a trade, I was not. I mean, I wasn't doing anything at all, which was another leak because what I was doing was not mathematically proven and was, I mean, and you know, was losing me money. In any case, to answer your question, mate, about, I mean, it took me about 3 years. Based on the structure, will USD go long? I don't know, man. I mean, who the fuck knows? All right, this is good. The Nasdaq is running. Great, 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 great. Is it running at a 1 hour? I don't know. No, not yet. Almost. But yeah, I mean, it's all about patience, right? And I mean, the way that I trade or I enter the market, it's quite aggressive in the sense that I only use limit orders. So I buy when the market is very weak, and I sell when the market is very strong, right? So that might be a little bit intimidating some, but that's good. But I mean, but that's what I did. All right, guys, I'm a little bit tired. I'm gonna be honest with you. Been live for 1 hour. If you're a VIP, you're going to get my updates on this trade. If you're not, well, manage this trade as you see fit. Yeah, and I mean, if you want to trade with me, um, or um, if you want to receive, or if you want to look at what I'm doing every day, the link is below the video. Have a great weekend. Stay off your charts. Yeah, stay off your fucking charts. Um, I mean, what we do is, tiring enough that you need to use the weekend to, you know, clear your head, clear your mind, and reset your brain. Because if you actually do it correctly, it can be a little bit exhausting mentally. All right. Um, I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great one.